Human intervention in natural phenomena. Inside the chapter. Forests. Deforestation. Overuse of fossil fuels. Alternate sources of energy. Enhance your knowledge. In our everyday life, we use different types of materials. Some of the materials are natural, and some are man-made. The materials that already exist in nature are called natural resources. Identify 4 natural resources shown in the picture given below. Natural resources are of 2 types: exhaustible, non-renewable, and inexhaustible, renewable. Anything that we find under the ground: coal, oil, natural gas, uranium, iron ore, copper, nickel are known as exhaustible natural resources. An inexhaustible resource is one that is replaceable. These are the resources that are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human consumed. Mge potate melianajni, era and solar radiation. Let us learn about the importance of some of these resources like forests and fossil fuels, and the harmful effects of overexploiting them. Forests. Forests provide a habitat to a large variety of plants, trees, animals, birds and insects which are dependent on each other. Some of the advantages of forests are: 1. Forests purify the air by taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. 2. Plants and trees prevent soil erosion by holding the soil with their roots. 3. The water vapor given out by plants through their stomata is a part of water cycle and helps in the formation of rain. 4. They help in maintaining the groundwater table. 5. We depend on forests and their products like wood, gum, medicines, fruits, fibers, etc. for food, clothing and shelter. The main cause for the exhaustion of this natural resource is deforestation and overexploitation. Deforestation. Deforestation is the permanent destruction of forests in order to make the land available for other uses or due to human activities and natural calamities like storms, floods, etc. It takes place when there is a considerable decrease in the forest cover over a period of years due to overuse of forest resources. Deforestation. Causes of deforestation. 1. Considerable increase in human population and the demand for resources to fulfill their needs. 2. Construction of dams, highways, resorts and clearing of forests to convert them into cultivable land and for urbanization. 3. Need for timber and medicinal plants have led to illegal logging and smuggling of the precious forest products. 4. Lack of education about the importance of forests among people. 5. Overgrazing by the cattle from the nearby villages. 6. Forest fires during dry summer months, which can also be due to human negligence. Consequences of deforestation. Deforestation leads to global warming, increase in the Earth's temperature, decreased rainfall, soil erosion, desertification, floods, landslides, habitat loss for animals, extinction of species and depletion of water table. Conservation of forests. 1. Practice afforestation and reforestation. Afforestation is a method in which trees are planted in areas where there was no forest cover and in wastelands. Reforestation is the method of planting trees in areas which were deforested due to human activities or naturally. 2. People should be made aware of the significance of forests and should be encouraged to plant more trees through programs like Vana Mahotsava. 3. Recycling of paper can help in saving trees as it is obtained from wood pulp. 4. Overgrazing the same patch of land by cattle should be prevented by providing sufficient pastures in the areas nearby the forests. 5. Measures to prevent illegal logging of trees for timber and to prevent conversion of forest land for industrialization should be taken. 6. People who go on trekking and camping should be educated about the hazards of forest fire due to human negligence. Steps should be taken to prevent and control these fires. 7. Government should take steps to establish more forest reserves and national parks. National park. Overuse of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are formed by the degradation of dead plant and animal matter buried under the Earth's crust over millions of years. Petroleum, natural gas and coal are the commonly used fossil fuels. These fuels are considered non-renewable as they require millions of years to form again, and their overuse is leading to their depletion much faster than the new ones are made. Majority of the world's energy requirements are fulfilled by fossil fuels. Apart from energy, they have various other uses which have led to their over-extraction. Some of the major consequences of over-extraction of fossil fuels are: 1. Global warming and climate changes. Burning of fossil fuels releases a lot of toxic gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, etc. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas contributing to global warming as it is responsible for the average increase in the Earth's temperature, affecting ecosystems across the globe. 2. Pollution of air, water and land. Burning of fossil fuels creates a lot of waste that is dumped on open lands, contaminating groundwater sources as they generate a lot of toxins. These toxins affect the vegetation, wildlife and marine life. 3. Acid rain. When the gases like nitrogen and sulfur, especially near industrial areas, combine with water vapor or rainwater, they form droplets of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. When these fall on earth with rainwater, they form acid rain. Acid rain can be a threat to all living beings, and also leads to the destruction of monuments. 4. Health implications. According to World Health Organization, WHO, as many as 160,000 people die each year from the side effects of climate changes, and the numbers could almost double by 2020. These side effects range from malaria to malnutrition and diarrhea that are caused during floods and droughts and in warmer temperatures. 5. Exhaustion of existing reserves. The excess use of fossil fuels may result in their depletion, which will lead to an energy crisis in the near future. Alternate sources of energy. To conserve or reduce the use of fossil fuels, alternate sources of energy are being used to produce electricity. Renewable energy is sustainable as it is obtained from sources that are inexhaustible, unlike fossil fuels. Renewable energy sources include wind, solar, water, all of which occur naturally on our planet. Renewable energy is a clean and non-polluting energy. Many forms of renewable energy do not emit any greenhouse gases or toxic wastes. In the process of producing electricity, it is a sustainable energy source that can be relied on for a long term. Renewable energy is also cost-effective and efficient. Wind energy harnessed through windmill. 1. Windmills. Naturally blowing wind energy is being used to run windmills to produce electricity. Windmills are used for pumping water or grinding grain. Today, the windmill's modern equivalent, a wind turbine, can use the wind's energy to generate electricity. For large-scale production of wind energy, a large number of wind turbines are usually built together from a wind farm. 2. Solar panels. Producing electricity from solar energy was the second discovery for alternative sources of energy. Solar power is produced by collecting sunlight and converting it into electricity. Large flat photovoltaic cells in the solar panels trap the solar energy and convert them into heat in the water. The energy generated can also be used for lighting purpose at home. Similarly, solar water heaters are used where heat from the sun is used to heat water in glass panels on the roof. Solar energy harnessed through solar cells. 3. Micro-hydro systems. These systems are recommended in remote areas where there is a continuous supply of water. They convert the flow of water into electrical energy. A turbine can be fully immersed in water. The flowing water rotates the turbine's blades. The amount of energy created depends on the amount of water flowing on the turbine as well as the size of the turbine. Micro-hydro systems are cheap, reliable and a non-polluting source of energy. Kinetic energy of moving water harnessed through turbines. 4. Biomass energy. Biomass energy is the energy from organic matter like wood, dried vegetation, crop residues, aquatic plants and even garbage, which can be used for various applications. Biomass is used to produce heat and electricity. It is such a widely utilized source of energy, probably due to its low cost, that it accounts for almost 15% of the world's total energy supply and as much as 35% in developing countries, mostly for cooking and heating. Biomass energy plays a vital role, especially in rural areas. Conservation of natural resources is one of the major responsibilities and concern of the present time. Many national and international organizations are working towards the conservation and protection of our environment by creating awareness about the sustainable use of natural resources. Conservation of natural resources in a sustainable manner is our responsibility as citizens and we should aim to achieve it. The mantra for sustainable use of resources in our environment is by the adoption of the principle of the 4 Rs: reduce, reuse, recycle, and refuse.